So, sayonara, nitsikoi, water. Yeah, shoot him. I was walking down a corridor at Columbia University where I was a student getting ready for graduation. I saw a sign that said, "Why settle for a Bachelor's of Art degree when you go up to room 305, we can teach you how to get a Marine Corps commission." So I thought, I'll go take a look. I went up there, and there were 3 bull throwers there, who were old Marines, of course. They're good at that. And when I walked out, I signed a piece of paper, and we started in the Brooklyn Navy Yard at nights. We had to go 4 or 5 together because it was very dangerous walking through Brooklyn at night. And lo and behold, summer, they moved me down south for the summer training. And that's the end of the story. I was very, very young, totally inexperienced, and I was a 2nd lieutenant, which is the lowest kind of lieutenant there is. And they dumped me on a jungle island, and they said, "What are we going to do?" "Well, you wait, and we'll tell you what to do, but you're going to be facing enemies who are going to land on this island, and your job is to kill them." And I was about 22 years old. And kill them and do it. That's all, nothing else. Glorious combat of Guadalcanal. Guadalcanal. That's a great word out there. You're going by great big jungles, and you don't know if somebody's in there who's got a rifle aimed right at your head. We didn't know. It was possible there was nobody, possible there was somebody. These Japanese troops, they're trained, highly trained. They don't go in for the summer or not. They stay in for life. You can't walk in the jungle because bushes in your face and snakes and everything. I don't like snakes. They did very poorly. The enemy was very, very poor. They couldn't handle us. We were Marines, American Marines. You send those poor people out to attack us? Oh, sorry. Japanese commander, you know what he did? He came out and he had a sword. He took a sword out right in front of everybody, turned it upside down, points up, put it on the ground, and fell on it and killed himself right in front of all of the Americans and the Japanese.
Oh no!
Because he could not take the dishonor. I think lucky in warfare is the #1 word, the most desirable to run into. Luck. You got luck, everything opens up for you. If you don't have it, you're dead. The firing had subsided, and I was talking to a friend, and while I was talking, something happened. What was that? I didn't feel great pain, but I felt something. I put my hand down, came back bloody. I was extremely lucky. The medical colonel came up to me, "Son," he said, "if I didn't see it myself, I wouldn't believe it. But you're still talking and you're walking. How do you feel?" You see what I mean? I say luck, L-U-C-K. Suppose it'd been, just a few inches to the right, a few inches to the left. There would not have been me. I wouldn't be involved anymore. And there would be a lot more Japanese running around. That night, a ship pulled in, American boat pulled in. They grabbed me and they put me below decks and some other wounded. And they took off in the pitch black. We went about for maybe half hour, and suddenly, bang, guess what happened here? A Japanese warship turned its lights on us. Can you believe it? So I put my hands up. I said, if anything happens, I want to get out of here if I can. And I'm up in a bunk, 2nd story bunk. So I held my hands up there, and guess what happened? Just as they got us in the picture, another American boat came in and scared the hell out of them. They scared the hell out of us, and they both went off this way. So anyhow, I ended up in Australia. A runner came up and he said, Lieutenant Craig, Lieutenant Craig. I said, over here, boy. And he said, sir, the commanding general wants to see you, and he means right now. So I followed this guy, and I came into the commanding general of the Marines in Australia. He said, Craig, yes, sir. You speak Spanish? I said, yes, sir. You write Spanish? I said, yes, sir. Do you read Spanish? Yes, sir. Sergeant, get the lieutenant's gear and move it into my quarters. And he doesn't know it, but he's going to spend the rest of the war with me. Now, why did this wonderful piece of luck, why would he do that? It was because he thought he was going to face Spanish-speaking people in the north of the island. Mrs. Roosevelt. I had breakfast as a young 22-year-old aide, because I was assigned to, facilitate her visit to Melbourne, I think it was, Australia. And we had, when we came to breakfast, I remember when we came to breakfast the first morning, I was a little uptight, and she was very sweet, very kind, cordial. I was 22, and she was probably closer to 70, and she laughed and put her little thing right next to my pill bottle, and that was the beginning. It was something in common we had. She was a wonderful personality. She was very, very, very kind. I got decorated by the President of the United States, and they tried to get me, and they didn't do a very good job, because I'm still here today. Period. I'm Marine Corps. I'm a Marine Corps. I'm a tested killer. That's what you got to be proud of that. If you're not proud to keep out, you better get away quick. And the Marines, of course, are the best of the fighters. The others are people they're going to say, well, yeah, you're going to go out and shoot people and kill them, but they don't do very well. Those people don't do very well. You got to have like raging bulls, the Marine Corps, you got to hold them back, you unlock the door, and that's the kind you want for that kind of activity. Really tough and hard. And you're proud. I'm so very, very proud to be a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine.